It's a Minimalist Monday edition of Optimal Living Daily, episode 1669, Connecting Through Simplicity. And Are You Living Your Highest, Best Life? Both by Kristine Klussman of KristineKlussman.com. And I'm Justin Malik, the guy that reads to you every single day of the year, including weekends and holidays, to help you live a more meaningful and positive life. 2 posts today, both from Kristine Klussman. So let's get right to them as we optimize your life. Connecting Through Simplicity by Kristine Klussman of KristineKlussman.com. Simplicity is one of the most effective tools for cultivating connection and a more joyful present way of life. Henry David Thoreau often observed that when our lives are simple, we are better able to savor them in both small and large ways. We are more focused, more patient, more perceptive, and more resilient. We can intuit the needs of others, understand our own motivations, achieve new heights of creativity, and maintain our equilibrium. Simplicity has amazing power, but it is truly a practice rather than a one-time fix. Without constant efforts to simplify, pare back, and streamline them, our lives grow more complex each day. Like computers, our brains only have a finite amount of processing power, and when we pay attention to something, our brains literally are paying, giving away a chunk of their limited mental energy. As Daniel Levitin points out in his excellent book, The Organized Mind, our brains churn through as much mental energy answering mindless Facebook quizzes as they do preparing for an important work presentation. It's up to us to focus our minds on the things that matter before we waste all our energy on the other stuff. Unfortunately, our brain processors evolved to their modern capabilities when we were still hunter-gatherers. In those days, we could expect to meet fewer than 1,000 other people in our whole life and to own maybe a half dozen things. Obviously, that's a tiny fraction of what the average American faces now with the same hunter-gatherer hardware. Most of us can only be half present in what we're doing because we're juggling an ever-exploding inbox, shifting short-notice work deadlines, and children that have schedules as busy as our own. So we forget where we put our keys, our sunglasses, that book we were reading just the other day. We miss whole conversations and stories going on around us as we try to respond to texts, emails, and social media posts. We miss deadlines and appointments and forget to return phone calls. There's no mental energy available for authentic connection in this kind of life. Yet many highly successful people with complicated lives do manage to remain mindful and present and connected by eliminating their responsibility for all those mundane decisions and details. They often eat the same thing for breakfast or lunch, have someone else manage their email and calendar, and outsource the minutia of daily living so they can preserve their mindful focus and attention for big, important issues and dive deeply into them. By simplifying their lives, they're able to be fully present in their thoughts, meetings, decisions, and activities, and achieve superior results from that attention. They're able to connect. Luckily, you don't have to be a corporate executive to make life easier on your poor hunter-gatherer brain. There are steps that everyone can take to simplify their existence and create space for connection. Here are a few to get you started. Number 1, get rid of things you don't use. Purging to essentials is enormously liberating because it eliminates the need to make a choice. You're never going to read all the magazines or e-newsletters you subscribe to. Pick a small handful you truly enjoy and ditch the rest. Number 2, keep your choices simple. If you only have one type of jam open in the fridge, you already know which one you're going to have. If you get rid of those clothes you've worn once in 5 years, it's easier to find the clothes you do want to put on. Number 3, develop rituals that let you avoid making decisions. If you always do something a certain way, you don't need to think about how you do it. For example, make Tuesday taco night or start every morning with a set of push-ups. Number 4, consolidate services as much as possible. The fewer web portals and invoices you have to deal with, the simpler your life becomes. Number 5, use one calendar system for all your appointments. Put everything in it, including downtime for yourself. Set reminders for your appointments and travel time instead of trying to rely on memory to plan ahead properly. We need to rely on external brains to make it through the day. And number 6, cut back on commitments. Ask yourself how many of the groups, teams, organizations, and social events you're involved with are truly priorities for you. Let go of the things that aren't serving you so that you can devote yourself and your precious attention to the things that do truly matter. And I have another post in just a sec, but first, this episode has been made possible by our friends at Breyers Ice Cream. Breyers is America's #1 ice cream brand, well known for its natural vanilla ice cream. And now, if you have a huge sweet tooth like myself, if you thought you hadn't found much success with carb-friendly desserts, you'll love this. Breyers Carb Smart offers a line of sweet treats that will not undo your day of healthy eating. I've been ending my day with their chocolate-covered almond-flavored treat. That's my favorite. Tastes like childhood to me. Super creamy. And it's amazing that it only consists of 3 to 5 grams of net carbs, but has 3 or more grams of fiber and 150 calories or less per serving. They're also available in tubs and bars of caramel swirl, vanilla, and peanut butter flavors. Living a low-carb lifestyle doesn't mean you have to sacrifice taste. Not with Breyers. Try Breyers Carb Smart for your next sweet tooth craving, available at all major retailers like Walmart, Target, Kroger, Amazon Fresh, and more. Just go to breyers.com/old to get a coupon to try it today. Are You Living Your Highest, Best Life? By Kristine Klussman of KristineKlussman.com. If you're lucky, you might feel you have relatively good relationships and a decent job and are more or less living in control of your life. Things are pretty good. But do you feel like you are really in touch with your deepest, wildest longings? Do you even allow yourself to think about what your heart truly yearns for at your core? Do you know what your deepest truths and values are? Are you living your life in alignment with those truths? For most people, the answer to some or all of these questions is no. We've led our lives as a series of compromises, telling ourselves that it's not possible to get what our true heart desires, and so these other things will do just fine. So many citizens of our digital age are emotionally shut down, blocked, or drifting. We feel our lives are lacking in some huge, undefined way, but we tell ourselves that this is as good as it gets. Living in a civilized nation with a roof over our head, food on our table, and friends to keep us company, there are few safe places to talk about how we yearn for more. Our existential angst is blown off as ungrateful, #first world problems, and we're shamed back into our daily lives. This sense of disconnection is an epidemic that I believe affects most adults in the modern world and that is beginning to plague our youth more each day. Greater happiness is what we think we all need, but research shows what we truly need is a sense of authenticity, purpose, and meaning. We achieve this through connection, tapping into our true, authentic selves and living according to the values that we hold closest to our hearts. Are you living your best self? Do you know what your purpose is? Do you cherish every day as an opportunity to live your values? If not, it's time to reconnect. You just listened to the posts titled Connecting Through Simplicity and Are You Living Your Highest, Best Life? Both by Kristine Klussman of KristineKlussman.com. Thank you to Kristine. Great questions today, but that should do it. Hope you're having a great start to your week, and I'll be back tomorrow as usual, where your optimal life awaits.